College football isn't just about touchdowns and tailgates anymore. It's a whole empire now. These players aren't just running up the score on the field, they're also cashing in off it, thanks to NIL deals, sponsorships, and even building their own brands. Ever wonder how much money some of these young athletes are raking in while still attending class? It's jaw-dropping, and their bank accounts will make you forget they're not even in the NFL yet. From multi-million endorsement deals to luxury cars parked outside the dorms, these college athletes are living the dream. So join us as we uncover the top 10 richest college football players at the moment. Garrett Nussmeier, $1.7 million. Let's talk about LSU Tigers quarterback Garrett Nussmeier, a name that might not carry the same weight as Jayden Daniels, but one that's making waves in his own right. While Nussmeier might not have the flashiest reputation, he's proven to be a rock-solid leader on the field in 2024. With injuries sidelining key running backs, LSU's offense has leaned heavily on its quarterback to keep the team competitive, and Nussmeier has risen to the occasion. Not only has he been consistent, but he's also showing some impressive numbers. For instance, Nussmeier currently ranks tied for 10th in NIL valuations alongside Ole Miss quarterback Jaxson, reflecting his growing value both on and off the field. This is no small feat, considering the level of competition in college football. At just 6'2" and 190 pounds, Nussmeier might not be the most physically imposing player on the roster, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in grit and intelligence. Ryan Williams, $1.7 million. Ryan Williams is making waves in college football, and for good reason. Not only is he one of the youngest players in the game at just 17 years old, but he's also among the highest paid athletes in the sport, thanks to his impressive NIL value. If you follow college football, you've definitely heard his name by now. This talented wide receiver has quickly become a standout star for the Alabama Crimson Tide, drawing comparisons to legends like Julio Jones with his jaw-dropping performances this season. As a true freshman, Williams has shown a level of skill and maturity that's rare for someone his age, making him a key piece of Alabama's offense. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Rival programs might try to lure him away, setting up a high-stakes bidding war to keep him in Crimson Tide colors. The question is, can Alabama hold on to their young prodigy? One thing's for sure, Ryan Williams' story is just getting started. Carson Beck, $1.8 million. Carson Beck, the quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs, may not be the first name that pops into your head when you think of college football superstars, and his performance this season hasn't exactly blown anyone away. In 2024, he hasn't quite lived up to the sky-high expectations fans had for him. But here's where it gets interesting. Beck may not always grab the spotlight, but what he does bring to the table is a level of consistency that's hard to ignore. And in college football, that counts for a lot. But here's a major point you might not know. Despite not being the flashiest player on the field, Beck is absolutely raking it in off the field. He's ranked 8th among the highest paid players in college football for 2024, which is a big deal when you consider the kind of talent in this sport. Dillon Gabriel, $2 million. Dillon Gabriel has absolutely justified every dollar the Oregon Ducks invested when they scooped him up from the transfer portal this offseason. This quarterback isn't just a solid player, he's Heisman Trophy caliber. Gabriel truly showcased his worth in a high-stakes, season-defining game against the Ohio State Buckeyes. When the pressure was at its peak, he didn't flinch. Instead, he rose to the occasion, proving he's exactly the leader Oregon needs. The Ducks boosters are likely feeling pretty pleased with their decision, as Gabriel has been earning every bit of his hefty paycheck, and then some, since the beginning of the 2024 season. With a player like Gabriel leading the charge, Oregon isn't just participating in the competition, they're in it to win it, aiming for greatness. And considering his performance, it's clear that every cent of his salary is money well spent. Cam Ward, $2 million. This past offseason, the Miami Hurricanes found themselves in a heated battle to secure quarterback Cam Ward, a talent so exceptional, even the NFL had its eyes on him. In the end, though, Ward chose to bring his game to Miami, and the Hurricanes couldn't be luckier. Why? Because Cam Ward hasn't just lived up to the hype, he's completely transformed the team. If you ask anyone, they'll tell you he's a lock to be a Heisman Trophy finalist this season. More than that, he single-handedly made the U relevant again, catapulting the Hurricanes back into serious college football contention. And let's not forget the financial side of things. With the world of NIL deals in full swing, Ward is reportedly raking in a jaw-dropping sum. Some estimates suggest he's pocketing close to 7 figures this season alone. For a college athlete, that's game-changing. But let's be honest, every cent is well-earned, considering he's practically the face of Miami's resurgence. Quinn Ewers, $2 million. It's definitely surprising to see the starting quarterback for the Texas Longhorns, Quinn Ewers, ranked lower than his backup when it comes to the highest-paid college football players. But that's exactly the situation right now. Ewers, a senior quarterback, came back for his final season, and while he may not be playing at a Heisman-worthy level, he's still leading the Longhorns toward another shot at the college football playoff for the second year in a row. Despite not being the flashiest player on the field, Ewers is still raking in an impressive sum. His earnings are nothing short of remarkable, proving that college athletes are now cashing in big time, even if they're not always in the spotlight. Ewers' salary is a testament to how lucrative college football has become, and it's a perfect example of how today's players are building their financial futures while still chasing championship dreams. Jalen Milroe, $2.2 million. At the start of the season, Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback Jalen Milroe was on fire. His incredible performances, including a stunning win over the Georgia Bulldogs, had fans buzzing and even put him in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy. But things have taken a turn for the worse for both Milroe and head coach Kalen DeBoer. Now, with the season not going as planned, people are starting to ask some tough questions. Is Alabama really getting their money's worth out of the hefty financial investments in this coach-quarterback duo? Milroe, who's set to earn a staggering amount this year, was expected to be the star player leading Alabama to greatness, but with recent struggles, fans and critics alike are wondering if the massive paycheck he's receiving is justified by his performance on the field. It's a lot of money at stake, and people are beginning to question if it's all going to plan. Arch Manning, $3.1 million. In 2024, Arch Manning finally stepped into the spotlight, taking over as the starting quarterback for the Texas Longhorns when Quinn Ewers was out with an injury. Manning didn't just step in, he made his presence known. In his short time as the starter, he posted a solid 9 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions, threw for over 900 yards, and even ran in 3 touchdowns. It was clear he was a force to be reckoned with. Looking ahead, with stars like Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders making their way to the NFL, Manning is poised to become one of the most exciting players in college football. In fact, by 2025, he's expected to be at the helm of the highest-paid college athletes, thanks to his skill, potential, and the massive earning opportunities that come with it. With endorsement deals and his growing reputation, Manning could soon be making a fortune, not just on the field, but off of it too. The future looks incredibly bright for this young star. Travis Hunter, $3.3 million. Travis Hunter is often considered the top player in college football right now, but here's something surprising. He actually ranks second on his own team when it comes to his NIL valuation. That's right, despite his incredible talent and versatility, there's another player on his team earning even more through NIL deals. But let's not take anything away from Hunter. He's been absolutely sensational this season. Playing both as a wide receiver and a cornerback, he's turned heads with his performance and has even put himself in the running for the Heisman Trophy. With an NIL valuation surpassing $3 million, he's in some elite company, joining players like Arch Manning and Shedeur Sanders, who also have deals worth that much or more. His earnings are a testament to how valuable he is, not just on the field, but off of it too, as one of college football's brightest stars. Shedeur Sanders, $6.1 million. In college football, the highest paid player isn't always the one considered the best, and that's exactly the case with Shedeur Sanders. While he might not be in the running for the prestigious Heisman Trophy in 2024, Sanders is still doing something impressive, leading the Colorado Buffaloes on a path to bowl eligibility. It's shaping up to be his final season in college football, but he's already made history off the field. Sanders is the only player with a massive NIL valuation, surpassing an astounding $4 million. That's right, while other players might shine in stats or awards, Sanders is cashing in big time, and his earnings are setting a new standard in the world of college athletics. Which player do you think should have been on the list but was missing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this.